So I'm gonna go to this next topic, and then we'll go and see what we think.
100+ men telling you here that they prefer women to have lower body
all
counts.
of them are delusional.
Taller.
Would it be fair to say that in general, women prefer a man taller than themselves?
Yeah, that's true.
Would it be fair to say that in general, women prefer a man that makes more money than them?
I guess some. Yeah, I mean, they want the man to make money. Yes.
Would it be fair to say that women want a guy that is more confident and ambitious than themselves?
Yeah, those things. Yes.
Okay. What if I said that women are delusional for these inherent standards?
I don't think it's delusional to have those standards.
Stop the show right there. I don't think it's delusional that they want women that have low body count, because this is the quintessential example of what I mean when I say female standards are respected and supposed to be adhered to, whereas male standards are considered delusional.
All right, so you seen that, you heard that. So my question posed is, and like we're talking about double standards, are men's demands for what they want from a woman delusional based off of what women are requiring from men? Amber.
What? Girl, let me tell you what happened. I missed the whole question because I was paying attention to your comments.
Well, that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm not asking you to pay attention to comments. I'm asking you to be on the show. You don't have to communicate with them.
I don't have. What I'm saying is, I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so could you repeat the question? And Spaces, don't be laughing.
Okay. Next person, because I can't even. You didn't even. Did you see the video?
I saw the nobody else paid attention to it. What the heck?
None of y'all paid attention.
I was watching. I paid attention to it.
They saying the women cut the video off as soon as they start talking. As soon as they knew they wasn't gonna win it. She was like, I ain't gonna even listen to what he talking about.
Standards. There is a thing called the.
But I do have an answer for that though.
There's a thing called the delusion calculator. You can probably Google it.
What? I'm finna do it right now.
It's the delusion calculator. And the whole premise behind it is to input. I've never done it myself. I've seen it done. It was input the different things that a woman wants from a man. And you can type in the amount he makes, height, weight, whatever it is. And the calculations are based upon like how available to you, the man that you say that you want is available to you.
5.8%.
And you know, and I've seen it done on multiple different fronts. I've never done it myself. I have to do it myself because I want to see it. I'm the kind of person that has to live on personal evidence of seeing things. I have to see things with that's how my brain works. I have to see things with my own eyes to help it process better. The absolute, like, as much as I want to disagree with Myron because he's done some crazy stuff that I've seen that I vehemently disagree with. In this particular video, he's right. In this particular video, he's right.
Talking about Spaces. Hold on. The delusion, the female delusion calculator.
Yeah.
Y'all men out here diabolical in 2025. What is going on?
Age range.
Female delusion calculator.
Put my information.
We want to find out if Amberla delusional in real time.
Delulu.
Oh, let's do this.
All right, let's do
I'm
it.
down for it.
All right, what's the age? What's your age?
38.
No, the age. I guess this asking the age
range.
Right.
Youngest to oldest.
Range.
But don't put 20 because they are really Delulu.
Youngest to oldest.
What is your age range, man?
30.
2.
That's it, 30 and up, or 30 to.
I only need only
Go ahead
need
and say
to
45. Go ahead
Huh?
and say 45.
George said 45.
All right.
Just the fact that you have to ask this question.
Right. Like
I'm
any
black.
color or shade you prefer, white, black,
I'm
Asian,
black. I'm black.
you gotta prefer height.
For me,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
5'6".
you I
No,
But
what do
your
you
minimum
have a
height for a real
preferred
man.
height for a
Yeah.
man that you would be thinking about?
No, I don't.
So he can be
Just
shorter
cannot
than
be
you.
4'8".
Short Kings got a
You
chance.
say he can't be what?
4'8". So do 5'5".
A Short Kings got a chance then. Let's go.
Cap. Cap.
All right,
I'm
what's
trying
the minimum income he can have?
He cannot be making 16. You're gonna have to at least go to 50.
This yearly
You're gonna have to at least go to 50.
50? All right.
I feel like you better have a good one. We'll see.
All
You
right.
used it before. This is new to us.
You're welcome.
Those are your probability of men, I guess, the dots. According to statistical data,
Well, it give you a percentage.
the probability of a guy of the United States male population ages 30 to 45 that meets your standards, 5.2.
5.2.
And they short and still don't got shit. That's crazy.
So that's 42.2% of all black men in that age range.
Well, I don't go off of those types of things anyway, so that don't matter. But go down and read what the rest say.
I
Oh
think that
man,
was
aspiring cat lady.
delusional score.
Yeah, because
3 out of 5, they called you an aspiring cat lady.
I do like cats.
Well, they mean you're gonna be alone by yourself with all
Oh,
of
I
them.
don't care about that either. Sorry.
That's funny though. But yeah,
don't pull nothing else out your little brain. And my brain just works like that. Don't pull shit else out of that motherfucker. You hear me? Nothing. Where did you even get this?
Funny thing
All
about
right.
it, I saw a video about it yesterday.
You know what?
Let's look at some of the comments from our people that's been hanging out with us tonight. We like to thank y'all so much. You can also send a super chat if you want to support the channel. So this person said, none of my women can have male friends.
Dick on the show.
All caps, that is D on the show.
Woo! Did y'all agree with that? Since y'all not talking, y'all are very boring tonight. So did y'all agree with that? Y'all feel like it's D on the show?
No, they agree. They said they woman can have all the male friends she want. All right.
What? Who said that?
So they can do whatever they want to do. Is that what that's about? Or what?
Yeah, Jamel said that. Spaces, you said that. Well, you said you can do what you want and she can't do nothing. That's what Spaces said.
What did
Making what? Yeah, hell.
Hey, somebody hitting on you right now.
Who? What? Who, me?
No. He's talking about like he's 38. Well, he's like.
All right, here a good question. Are these married men? How is it that they don't know how to act when they have a woman?
Well, the issue is in the focus of, and as it pertains to, if you look at previous generations, there's an over focus of prioritizing women. Women are brought up to know how to be treated by men, and men are brought up to know how to treat women. It's never the other way around. I'll say it again because I stumbled over it. Women are brought up to know how to be treated by men.
That's true.
Men are brought up to know how to treat women. It's never the other way around. We don't need to be married to figure out to know how to be treated by women.
I definitely seen a video today that literally said basically the same thing, that women were brought up to know what they want from a man, what they're supposed to get, how they're supposed to obtain it, things like that. But they're never, ever taught how to cater, how to be a wife, how to do any of those things. So that's the problem. I can only speak for my culture, right? I mean, I don't know about any other ones. But that is true in a household full of women. We were taught to and how to obtain what it is that we need from a man. Never once did I hear how to actually be an effective wife, to build your man and all that kind of stuff. No. So that's a learn as you go type of skill.
I do agree with that. I say that all the time, actually, that men are treated, we raise our boys, and men are taught how to treat a woman, but women are never taught. They're taught to obtain the ring. They're never taught how to be a wife. They taught that they should be married. They're not taught how to be a wife and how to be married. So I definitely agree with that. Alphabet, the first one says men and women are not equal. So what applies to men don't apply to women and vice versa.
Facts, Alphabet. Alpha, the first one. Facts.
Amber, they said you're cute, but you got to take your age range up to about 50. You're 38. All right.
I'm not
All right. So that was funny. So the female delusion calculator. All right. So George, you ain't said too much on this. Jamel, is it a thing? Are females delusional? Are we having double standards? Which I think I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Yes.
Well, I think for the most part, most, in my opinion, most women in this world have dated older men. And that's due to the fact that most older men can do things that maybe a man her age can't do financially.
Or the maturity level.
Maturity.
Correct. Or the maturity level. But usually it's got something to do with the financial part. That's why the age ranges are there. Except when the woman is older, it shifts a little bit. But like, for example, because I see you making a face, and I think you don't have a lot of experience with women. But
oh,
well, who are you talking about?
I was talking about you.
What?
All he said was cougar. Don't be hopping on my man's like that.
I said,
Speak for yourself, my boy. Don't bring that over here.
I'm just saying. But
I mean, how many baby mamas I need to figure that out?
What happened? Don't bring what? What happened? I had to take a break.
Well, don't be taking a break because you lose things.
Like a lot of times, if you even in high school, when we were seniors in high school, a lot of the women that were seniors weren't dating seniors.
Nah, hell no. They was dating
chicks in 8th grade. They wasn't dating 8th grade boys. They was getting picked up from 8th grade too. The court lot be crazy in high school when school let out. Hold on. As we become adults, somebody like Shannon Sharp date a young girl and they'll dog them out.
You just tried to slight jab me, and I'm not about to let that ride.
Well, you said I was drunk earlier, right?
What?
Yeah.
When you say I had a little something, a little taste, you said I slurred my words, right?
Here you go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll chop it up to that because
well,
I'm on record.
I think everybody else forgot, but I didn't.
Who jabbed you? What did he say? What happened?
He said he drunk. I can hear the word slur. And
I heard that. I'm talking about Spaces said Jamel slightly jabbed him.
He said you don't seem like you have a whole lot of experience with women. I could pull your girl.
Jesus.
Stop playing with me. Don't do that. I don't want to go there. I want to have a cordial conversation.
No, I'm saying you did jab me first though, right?
I can still
no. What did I do? Tell me that, because I want to have cordial conversation. I want to have honest conversation. So tell me that.
I talked over you, and I caught myself talking over you, and I said, I'm sorry. I said, go ahead. And you said something like, I think he drunk because he slurred his words. Not catching that I was just catching myself speaking over you. and I was just letting you finish your conversation.
I got you. You're right. I
But
remember
you
that.
didn't say thank you. You said, "Oh, I think he drunk." So it was just jab for jab.
If I insulted you or made you feel a
I
certain way
wasn't
in that
insulted.
point,
I was
I'm a
just gonna
man.
get you back.
I'm a man, and I can. If it seemed like a jab at that point, I do apologize for that from man to man. I didn't mean for that to be a jab. I genuinely thought it was like a matter of you drinking. So if I overstepped, I apologize for that.
I got you.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just making the point that, like, when a man like Shannon Sharp dated a 22-year-old, it's looked at as he wrong. But I seen how much money Stella got her groove back generated at the show. And in the movie, Stella was 42 and the young man was only 19. And she was also powerful. You know what I mean? So I didn't hear things like negativity at that point. And that's not your fault, King. I'm just saying on that particular situation, it's just how it is. Like, we do a lot, and men get the bad end of the stick in just a lot of situations. Now, what happens, what I have noticed though, like I said, most women date from a position of she does want to be taken care of. And I think in a lot of ways she should be able to take care of. Whereas men, we are trying to look for a woman with a lower body count. We are trying to look for a woman that ain't necessarily been in too many relationships, ain't been married before, ain't been ran through. You know what I mean? You're trying to find somebody that can really just respect you.
You want them to be all of that when you're not? Because you ran through. You got a whole bunch of body count. I don't understand it. That's crazy.
But I'm saying what we looking for. Women want a man with money because they might not have no money. So what's wrong with that? It's just you going, the woman might be thinking, wow, I'm going through all this by myself. I want a man to save me from this. Whereas a man might be thinking, I have all of this. I just want somebody to share it with. It's nothing wrong with it, but that's just how it's set up. A man looks for somebody to share things with, but he don't want to give somebody's last name and all his partners that ran through her.
My Lord.
Right? And that's
I was
vice
just
versa
asking for the sake of the conversation.
No, I was just making sure. But at the same time, a woman in what I've seen will take a man that has all of those things that she wants. She will go for the steal where somebody else said that to make it happen for her life.
I do think that it is and I don't want to call it a double standard because they give it such a negative connotation. But whether we like it or not as women, there are these set of unspoken rules per se that we operate under. So yeah, we would call it a double standard, but I think what Myron was saying, what Jamel's saying, basically is why is it that a woman could say, I want a man who got this, I want him to do this, I don't want that, oh my God, his shoes, whatever the case may be. But as soon as a man starts laying out exactly what he wants in a woman or what he does not want, especially in Black women, we're going to talk about the community. When the men start expressing, because women been saying for years, just talk to me, say what you feel, da da da. But now they're saying it, and we're not used to them being so vocal. So when they say it, we reject it, and we be like, "Oh, you just a Black woman hater, or you hate your mama, or you a misogynist." But all he's saying is he wants you to be fit, he wants you to be soft, he wants you to be submissive. And I think that as women, we're not used to hearing those things. So now that it's kind of coming, like it's almost like a machine gun. It went from like nothing to like boom. And it's got a lot of Black women in a frenzy trying to figure it out. I will argue that as Black women, we need to start actually listening to understand. So when we do listen to these men and we hear them saying it, whether our feelings get hurt or not, because they do get hurt, especially if you start talking about the physical things. If he's saying, I want a woman that's built like this, I want this, I want her to do this, I want her to be soft, I want her to be submissive. What you mean submissive? I ain't submitting no, so it's all these things But then at the same time, we be like, what's wrong with the men? But then they telling us. So I do think it is a double standard when it's on the men part. Why can't he say, I don't want a fat woman, but she can say, I want a 6 foot tall man and make $100,000?
What's wrong with a fat man?
That's not what I said.
I heard.
She missed everything you said.
No, I literally heard exactly what she said.
I thought
No,
you
but
didn't
even-
make it to the
even
store
on-
for your wine.
Even
Girl,
on
I didn't.
if a man says something, like if a man says something that's not what his woman might want to say. I've seen the quotes where I've heard women say, these men nowadays are sassy. Because
what a
why
sassy-
you arguing with a woman? What? I'm trying to bring order to the house. That's not arguing. You know what I mean?
You saying the
Yeah,
word
right.
ad
In the back of
hominem?
the
Are you
head.
saying about the ad hominems women attacks they say when a man trying to exert his leadership or whatever? Is that what you referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just talking about what plan we gonna make, or if it's disagreed. Like, for example, it could be a situation where we going to the Ozarks. I want to stay here. You want to stay here. The woman like, why are you complaining about, well, I want to stay at this hotel. Why you can't just go along with what I say? And the man could just be like, well, probably because I'm using my money. That's why I want to stay there. And it could be, but a woman might say, well, I ain't never had a man complain about what I wanted before. And the man, and it goes back and forth, and it does, and I don't know if it, I don't think it's sassy. I think it's just like, man, it's just weird.
Man can be fat if they make the money.
Why did
Yeah,
you
I
say
think-
that, Black
I
America?
just think it goes.
Are you addressing Amber? Why did you say that, Black America?
I'll give a specific reason that I think about all the time. Biggie pulled Faith Evans.
That wasn't a good pull though. Well,
And you know,
That's
it
wrong.
was a good pull then, but she had made it. She was in an interview and she was talking about when I was young, I was mad. I mean, she did sleep with Pop. I don't want to say she didn't. She slept with his enemy. That's why I said it
mean,
wasn't a good pull. She still was
yeah.
nice looking.
I never take that away. Like Faith Evans,
But I still think
even
she
in
slept
her,
with Pop.
even in,
Sorry,
I mean,
Faith.
he said it on the song. I forget what the song. It was a diss track, but he started the song with saying like, "I effed your
Fuck the
beat
bitch."
in word." You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So, and I don't recall her ever denying it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I listened to this thing on YouTube that would seem like it was, anyway, I don't want to go there, but you know, I was in a listening to a live stream earlier, and when it comes to a man's fatness, his heaviness, and all that, one thing that matters most to women is confidence. So if you are a confident man, no matter what it is that you have about yourself, you may have some bad teeth, you may have some dirty clothes, you may have some dirty shoes, you may have a peg leg or something like that. If you have enough confidence to appeal to that woman, it don't matter if you fat, bro. Just be confident in the fact that you're fat, and that increases your chances of pulling that woman.
But that's what I said. What's wrong with fat men? Now, I didn't miss anything that Nikki said. I did not. I did. I heard everything, but I was just wondering. You know, sometimes your intrusive thoughts win.
Well, George, anything on this? Oh, wait a minute. What you mean wrong? What we wrong about, or who's wrong? Black America. Talk to me.
I agree with that question. Wrong. I'm curious to see what he's going to say. Wrong.
I think he's talking about Pac. I think he's talking about Pac.
Because I allegedly,
Well,
if he
put
says
this first.
Yeah, that was friends first.
Once
Goes
he
back
I
the
don't know
enemy,
what
he
he's
the
saying
enemy.
wrong to.
Once he the enemy, he the enemy.
But it goes back to what we were talking about. They were friends first.
Like, I give you an example. I was dating a chick and I got into an argument with my partner, and the chick I was dating was finna fight my
I
partner.
know
with
Black
me.
America, as a woman, I have to disagree with that. Confidence goes a long way.
let the women speak on it.
Yeah,
I got
confidence
confidence.
definitely goes a long way.
I
It
don't got the
definitely do.
hype.
You could be the ugliest thing walking. You feel me? You got that confidence. You got that swag. You can pull the chicks that would normally be pulled by what they considered as fine men or a catch or whatever, right? So
But the thing is, can they keep them? Like that confidence, you could pull them now. You can get a lot of stuff.
I hope you're not talking.
No, I think they talking to you because they want to know how you're gonna speak on that.
The real player doesn't divulge those details, bro. And the real player knows to not ask
I
another
think
player.
he's talking to Amber Spaces. I really
how
think
many?
he's talking
Asking
to
her how many
Amber.
what?
That's funny.
That's funny.
Okay.
But I think he asking her how would she know, because how many women have you had sex with to know type thing. I think that's what he's saying. So, but how many, or is he talking to me? Because I'm the one said that I disagree, that I do think confidence goes a long way. I do. I think confidence goes a very long way with a lot of individuals. So I just say be comfortable in who you are. Don't be too overconfident. Don't overcompensate for what is not there, because you will be exposed. That's a thing too. Especially with women and men, especially women. We actually think we are way better than we are. We are way overconfident when sometimes we should not be, for the man that we think we want, but that's not even the man that we qualify for. So that's my take on that. Do anybody, I think I might, what did he say?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he talking to Amber. I think I
Oh,
might
okay.
have you
Talking about
guys.
the
I'm
ladies.
talking about the lady. He talking to Amber.
And in these conversations, I have to honestly.
Wait a minute, what? Yes, that is what I'm saying. You women don't have sex with men. Maybe he mean women.
I'm not throwing shade, but I think the women on this panel have children.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying.
Why you asked, did we have children?
I think he's talking to Amber. He been talking to Amber all day. I think
okay, because the guy's
one
asking if she been sleeping with women or something. Okay.
No,
I'm not telling him.
People's personal information
What?
is their personal
Well, he
information.
say he not okay. Can you just type exactly what we talking about?
Because that's like, first of all, y'all need to stop singling me out.
Well, Nikki knew who he was talking to.
I'm just
saying. I thought he was talking to her, but he's saying he's not talking to her. When he asked that question,
I guess he did say
confidence part. When I say I do think confidence play a big part, then he said, "How many women have you had sex with?" Are you talking to me?
I think he's aiming all of his questions to Miss Amberlyn.
No, he said he's not.
He's talking to Nikki.
So
okay, maybe. Okay, I'm just confused.
Yeah, me too. No, I don't sleep with women. I like penises.
Oh wow! Don't put an S on that. Thank you.
So, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. But anything else before we end that? We have hit the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. George, you got something to say? You've been quiet. Don't be shy.
I mean, I'm not shy. I've just been taking everything in. Far as I feel like that's why some guys are going, as they call them, passport bros. Mm-hmm. I think that's why they've been going out of the country, because they want the women to actually submit. So, and as you can tell, there's a lot of people like going to like I'm trying to think Thailand or Africa or Puerto Rico or Dominican, because those girls submit, unlike the Western women.
And
As
I
they would
think,
say.
and not submit is crazy word. I think that they throwing that around, which I don't have a problem with it because it's biblical. But I think when we talking about the passport bros and just Americanized Western women, I think is more of just a more traditional woman is what they looking for,
Yeah.
which includes submission. But I'm just saying, overall, I think submission, America and Western society turned it into a dirty word. They don't really understand what that means. But I think what you're talking about, I think it's more traditional values.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we kind of spoiled over here in America as far as women, the things we get to do, the way they champion us. Now it's fight, 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 fight for the woman all these last few years. And it's kind of like pushing the men down here. And it seemed like it's almost being done purposely. So the women can be up here leading. They want to get rid of the patriarchy. So yes, you do have men you got men that's dating outside of the country. You also got black men that's saying they're not dating black women no more because they tired of the behavior and the culture, the attitudes and all of that stuff. So there's a lot of this going on, and it ain't just in the black community. I think this is
it's everywhere. I think it's like every race thing in the U.S.
Not every race.
Well, not every.
No, I'm gonna say black and white people.
Different conversation, but it's not. It's heavily prevalent with black people for sure.
Well, yeah, because we mainly the ones not married and breaking up our families and having all these kids out of wedlock and broke. So
and talk back and don't know how to shut the up.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. But this is what he said. What I'm saying is, women don't have sex with women. You don't know what it takes to get a woman.
Well, explain studs and lesbians. I'm confused.
I'm confused because
I am confused.
I know some females that can pull females that's straight.
And on top of that too, right? And it's a little bit of a stretch in the conversation. If a man and a woman are married, if there is another woman introduced into the marriage, I find that people are saying that it's better for the woman to approach the additional woman than for the man to produce the additional woman. So
that is
I
true.
don't understand. I am confusion. I don't get it.
So
yeah, you heard that TikTok too. I'm confusion.
I'm trying.
I think that you don't know what it takes to get a woman, and I'm gonna only say it's probably not easy just based off what I'm learning about women and us and our minds and how we think and operate. It's probably a very difficult thing as a man versus it would be as a lesbian woman to approach, because a lesbian woman, they're still comfortable in that and they still operating out of that. As far as a man, women will take men through all type of bullshit hoops. You know what I mean? Or play games, or well, he ain't call. Well, I ain't gonna call now. And you know, all these things that happen behind the scenes y'all don't know about. So I would say it's probably difficult, depending on the man and what's going on in the woman you approach. And it might be difficult to pull the woman. I don't know. What do it take to get a woman? I don't approach women. So I don't know. Is it hard to get women, pull women, date a woman?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's different for guys and girls, because you know, guys are used to the possibility of rejection than it is for women. If a woman goes up to a man, like a lot of women like to say a man is easy, which to a fair point is true. But when a woman goes up to, like, women aren't used to going up to men because they're not used to being rejected, potentially being rejected. You can definitely find videos on YouTube of women talking about how they went up to a man, they got rejected, and they are completely second guessing their entire existence.
Well, that's why I would never approach a man.
So, and I think that's what, in this case, what Black America is saying. Women don't, generally speaking, women aren't the ones to approach. Men are. So they don't know what rejection looks like. They don't know what it's like to be with a woman physically. They don't know a whole lot of that stuff because that is the stuff that men deal with.
Well, we know what rejection from a man feel like.
Well,
Are you
get it
saying just
I get
initially
it.
saying like when you're trying to date? Because after that, rejection from a man comes in all forms. So
yeah, in the initial reaction is what I'm talking about.
yeah, the initial interaction. So, all right. Anybody else? No. All right. Well, with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We had a good crew tonight. Let's get into crew. Some people were off. They had some things going on. Join us back next week. We will have a full panel. Check out my reactions. Go look at some of them videos. We do social issues, political, current pop culture, and of course, we are trying to get the Black community in order and trying to put these families back together, get our young kids on track. So join the conversation, join the panel. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share this content, share it with your family, share it with your friends. I'm just another brown girl in America, and I'm